Yes, it's time to sell. Sell, sell, sell. Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome back to RLT HQ here in Shannon in County Clare in Ireland. I'm here for another update on the SCANIA S580. Is it time to sell this truck? Prices are strong on these trucks at the moment. Used values are high for 2 and 3 year old V8 Scanias next generation. So should we sell this truck? Let's have a chat about it. Yeah, so this truck was bought for €134,000 back in 2020, and we don't usually spend that amount of money on trucks. This was more or less got for our 40 years in business, which was back in 2020. The SCANIA S580 with its V8 engine, 3,000 Newton meters of torque. So let me just talk to you about the mileage I've clocked up on this truck and what has gone wrong with the truck in just over 2 years now that we've owned it. Yeah, this side skirt is getting a bit loose here as well. So they all get loose on the Scanias. The Scania before this and the 08 Scania before that, all the side skirts get loose on the trucks. Yeah, there isn't any other issues around here at all on the outside of the truck. So let's just hop inside. This is a bit loose on the step. Can you hear that? I'm sure you can. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about the latest problem on the Scania, and yeah, one of the guys is starting up the Mercedes Actros there, setting off. So let me just pull the grille. So this is the latest issue. Chafing air pipes. So every truck that I've ever driven over the last 30 years has chafing air pipes. So there you go, and there's another one. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I just have it taped up there at the moment. So just 2 air pipes were rubbing against each other, and then a hole forms, and there you have it. So yeah, and I'm sure it's happened to every other truck that you've possibly driven as well. But anyway, I'm not doing too bad. 2 years just having that gone wrong with the truck. I did have the windscreen replaced. That was about when the truck was 3 or 4 months old. That was replaced. I also had the air horn replaced there on the passenger side. A tree hit it and cracked the air horn as well. So I actually gave the old air horn away to a follower on the channel. So yeah, let's hop inside and give you a look at the mileage as one of the drivers just gets ready to set off there. It is early in the morning. Okay, so the mileage now is 220,000. So yeah, and would you believe that this truck is the most economical Scania V8 in the whole of Ireland? Look at this, look. If I zoom in here, you just won't believe the mileage this truck is doing. Look, 19.5 miles per gallon. It's a miracle, guys, it's a miracle. Yeah, there must be something wrong with that trip computer, obviously. Setting off there. Okay, so yeah, the infotainment screen is still giving problems, still freezing. Like it's just, and then you have to do your usual turn it off, turn it back on to reset things. The air conditioning in this truck, I never found it good, ever. And the same with the last Scania, never found it good. So yeah, even when you have it fully on and down on its lowest setting, it never blows properly cold. And the DAF I drove back in 2003 had great air conditioning in it. And there you have it, guys, the single most annoying feature ever to come in a truck, the lane departure warning. Absolutely hate it. But anyway, I have to constantly turn that off. It keeps defaulting to on every time you turn on the ignition. The gearbox in this is good, but there was room for improvement, which is why Scania came out with a new gearbox on the 590. So of course you can't buy an S580 from Scania anymore. It is the 590S, I should be saying 590S, of course. Yeah, Of course, you all know the story why they had to put the letters after the numbers. Mercedes having an issue because they have an S-Class called the S580, blah de blah, whatever. But anyway, so any other issues here on... yeah, so not much else has happened with the truck mechanically at all. So somebody was asking me in the comments, is this truck as reliable as the R560 that I previously drove? And yes, it is. It is just as reliable, and it's using hardly any much more oil in between services than the R560 was using. So yeah, it has been very reliable over the 2 years. I did break a front spring on the front passenger side, all right. I hit a kind of a dip on the road, a sharp dip, and I think that's where it happened because I didn't even hear it break and didn't even realize it was broken until I went down to Nolan's for a service. So yeah, it's just one leaf underneath because the front of this is on an air ride suspension, but it's just one leaf spring, and it broke, and I didn't even know it was broken. But anyway, the truck was still performing perfectly. And is there anything else I need to talk about on the outside? No, I think that's pretty much it. Of course, I have all the cameras around it as well, and I really do like this one as well for hooking up underneath all of the trailers, because we hook up under loads of different trailers all week. I'm not one of those drivers that's under the one trailer all week. No, I could be under 10, 15 trailers, who knows, in a week. Sometimes you're under the one trailer all day, and sometimes you're under 5 or 6 different trailers in a day. It all depends what your route is. But yeah, let's get on the road some more and talk about the values of these trucks and the possibility of selling it and getting maybe a different brand. Who knows? Okay, so I've just done my 8th drop here in Cork, and yeah, let's just talk about truck prices at the moment. And as you probably know, you can ring up some of these truck dealers and look for prices, and you'll be a long time waiting. Let's just say that. Some of them are okay, yeah, you might get a price the same day, or some of them then you might get a price in 2 or 3 weeks time, which I have heard from drivers is how long they've been waiting to get a price on a truck. Then of course there's deliveries of trucks at the moment. You could be a year waiting for a new Scania, maybe even longer waiting for a new Volvo, unless you're willing to settle for a stock truck. Well, then you're going to be waiting a long time for a specific truck to suit your needs. But one thing, I was talking to a few owner drivers, right, and what they really hate is when they ring up a dealership looking for the price of a truck that they know they want, and then the dealer tries to convince them to buy a different truck. Oh, why do you need all that power? You know, why don't you go for a lower power truck? I have one in stock. They don't want it. They want the truck that they want, and that is it. You know, don't be trying to convince them otherwise. Just need to take a wide turn here. Yeah, so don't ever patronize an owner driver. You know, they know what they want, so just tell them the price of the truck, and that is it. Don't be trying to convince them otherwise. But anyway, so what price would we get for this Scania today? If we sold this, so it was 134 grand back in 2020, ex-VAT, by the way. And I was talking to another driver that bought a 500S with a 6-cylinder engine, same Highline cab, 4x2, and their truck was 135,000. So, like, in the space of a year, the trucks had gone up in value, and now they're even more expensive now. I was trying to figure out the price of one of the 590S's, and I was just given a rough price of a 4x2 590S was coming in at over 150,000 euro. That's huge money, isn't it, for one of these trucks?
So with the V8 engine, of course, and the new gearbox. But it's a huge difference on this truck, isn't it? And then there's the price of the new XG Plus. I did hear from somebody, not from DAF by the way, that the price of an XG Plus 6x2 mid-lift on alloys, maybe a couple of extras thrown in, who knows, but that's coming in around 150,000 as well. And the new XF 530, that's the XG Plus 530 by the way I'm talking about. And then there's the XF 530 6x2 mid-lift on steel wheels. That was coming in at around 138. These are the prices I'm hearing. Maybe they're exaggerated, I don't know, but that's what I've been hearing. So don't quote me on any of these prices. By the way, a Volvo FH500 turbo compound 4x2, that was coming in at around 128,000. And I priced a Renault T480 4x2. So say for instance the model like we already have on the fleet, and that's coming in at 124,000. All these prices are ex-VAT by the way. And yeah, so if you want a T-High 520, so that would be maybe a 6x2. That guy just ran a red light. So 6x2 mid-lift T-High 520, that would be coming in at around 5 grand more. So you're talking about 130,000. And then of course alloys on top of that, maybe add another, what is it, 500 in alloy. So you'd have 8 alloys, so maybe another 4 grand on top of that for alloys. Maybe you can do a deal, get them for 3, I don't know. But yeah, so the prices of trucks is just gone absolute nuts at the moment, which is why the second-hand value has gone up on these trucks. So if we would sell this truck in the morning, okay, would we get 120 for it? Maybe 125. So possibly could, who knows. So I just need to be careful on this roundabout, because people have a tendency for cutting across lanes without indication. So we need to move over onto this lane. There we go. And so that's the situation you'll find yourself in. So if you are a owner driver and you have one of these trucks, say it's 2 or 3 years old, and you're thinking of giving up driving, you've had enough, well, maybe now is the best time to sell up and get out of it, because the values are so high for these trucks at the moment. And if we were to sell this truck, well, then we'd be stuck in the position of having to order another new one. So whether it be Volvo, DAF, Iveco, Mercedes, whatever, you're still going to be a long time waiting for it. So you'll find yourself having to drive one of your spare trucks, if you have one, and maybe order the new truck then. So the Renault T-Highs, you can get a 3-year warranty on them, as standard by the way. And I think the XG Plus DAF has a 3-year warranty, but not the XF. That has a 2-year warranty as standard. I'm open to correction on that one, but that's what I've heard. So you get a 3-year warranty as standard on the DAF XG Plus. So I've heard. But yeah, as I said already, all of these prices, just estimations, and from what I've heard on the grapevine, okay? Some dealers, they won't even give you prices of trucks. Try to find any new truck price list online of any of the manufacturers. You won't find them. They're not online. You know, you can ring up any car dealer and get a price of a new car online or from the dealer themselves, but you won't get one on a truck, on any new truck. On second-hand trucks, yes you will, but not new trucks. So there's all this, you know, like, oh, we can't give you the price now, you know, oh, we can't give you the price now. What, now? Over the phone? No! You'll have to wait a week, maybe 2 weeks. You know, so yeah, it's gone ridiculous at the moment. All people want to know is, when they ring you looking for the price of a new truck, give them an estimated price to within 1,000 or maybe 2,000. That's all they want. But all of this, oh, we'll get back to you, you know, it's all this on the long finger thing. Just give us the price of the truck. But anyway, just my little rant today. Yeah, so from what I can make of it, at the moment, the DAFs are actually more expensive than the Mercedes trucks now. So the DAFs have actually gone up quite a bit in their pricing, especially with this new generation of trucks. And the Renaults are, from the looks of it, still cheaper now than the DAFs. So yeah, something to consider, all right. I did email a bunch of these manufacturers for prices, and some of them didn't even bother to get back to me, so just goes to show. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment on the prices of trucks. Should we sell this S580 with 220,000 kilometers, or should we keep it, run it for 20 years, and yeah. So answer below, should we sell this truck? Give us an offer, guys. We'll see. Will we sell it? Is it worth it? It does make you think, though. You know, you could get a T-High 520 Renault 6x2 on alloys for maybe 132 with a 3-year warranty. Yeah, make you think.
Okay, so I'm just back at base now, and I am going to give the truck a wash. So we're all getting ready for Full of the Pipe. Ireland's biggest truck show is happening next weekend in Punchestown, near Dublin in Ireland. So if you're around, you might want to check that out. Should be a good show. Hasn't been on for a while, so I do hope to see some of you at the show. So just a couple of more things I forgot to tell you about the truck. I did have the front passenger side headlight replaced as well. They are €834 ex-VAT for a front headlight, LED light on these trucks. So let me just move back around to the rear and show you that I did get the passenger side rear lamp replaced as well. That was letting in water and it was flickering, so that had to be replaced. And this one is also starting to let in water because it's going all dark, and one of the LED bulbs on the inside of it is already blown. So there you go. Just another update on the truck. So what do you guys think? Should we sell this truck, get another truck and maybe have another 3 years warranty, or should we just hold on to it? Comment below and let me know. But yeah, don't forget guys to subscribe, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll be back again next time for another video. Thanks for watching. Cheers! By the way, if anybody's watching from Cork County Council, get up here to Hollyhill and fill in this hole. I just drove into it. Look how deep that is, look. Bloody ridiculous. I don't want to be breaking another spring on the passenger side of the truck. Get this fixed now.